Right downwind 29.
Remember 2634 Kilo Fresno Tower, Roger. Your choice, runway 29 or left or right, and advise which side you prefer.
34 Kilo will go with 29 left.
34 Kilo, Roger. Runway 29 or left, clear to land, wind 320 at 3.
Clear to land 29 left, 34 Kilo.
And that little internet hiccup there was a good portion of the day yesterday. So I'm hoping that that's not going to continue today because it is super irritating when that happens. It's enough to bump me off the scope for requiring a complete restart of the scope, and that process takes like a minute, but I have to reacquire everybody. It's not like I can just open it back up and everybody's miraculously back on my scope. So it's just really a pain, and that was happening quite a bit in the evening yesterday. So I decided against. That's why you guys didn't see me on last night. That's why Keith ended up working last night. But it's just off of a pain to where it was not going to be stable enough. That's for sure. I'm doing pretty good, Ruben. Thanks. Hopefully you're well. Yeah, no kidding, man. Done with the snow. Yeah, and I mean, realistically speaking, up here we probably still have at least another 2 months of dealing with that before things really start getting a little better. And I mean, I've seen snow as late as the last week of May when it comes to being up here so far. Almost into June that I've seen snow up here. So we may even have 3 more months of this to go. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Cat Trader? Do I have ZLA tonight? No ZLA tonight, man. I'm not certified on ZLA, and I think it's going to be quite a while, man. I've been talking about getting back into controlling down there, but it's going to
Ben
take a
Tower,
while.
Skyhawk,
So,
Niner 572 Victor, 2 mile final for 3-1.
we're 17 Victor, Roger. Runway 31, clear to land, wind 320 at 6.
Thank you, clear to land, 72 Victor.
It's going to take quite a while to have enough resources, I think, for them to train me on ZLA. Just with the availability on the schedule right now and stuff, I don't think that that's realistic that that's going to happen anytime soon. Probably, if I'm lucky, I may be able to start doing that before Flight Sim Expo. So I guess we'll see. But I think that's going to take me a little while to get back into some of that. I don't know. Brandon doesn't seem to think that it's going to take me very long. I have talked to him a little bit about like restarting down there and stuff, but right now, pretty much the only person that would be able to do that with me would probably be Peter at this point. And I mean, between him and Keith, they've been working quite a few shifts on here lately too. I don't really know how realistic that is. Plus, I would have to find the time to drop out of my Western U.S. schedule to train over there too, which is also kind of an issue at this point. So.
Fresno Tower, Twin Cessna 2634 Kilo, clear of 29 left.
Twin Cessna 34 Kilo, Roger. Taxi to the ramp via Bravo 7 and Alpha this frequency.
Taxi to the ramp via Bravo 7 and Alpha. Remain in the frequency, 34 Kilo.
But just to give you guys an idea of how my day has been going so far, I've been up since about 4:30 a.m. Central Time, and trying to get some rest between shifts that I've worked today. So if I'm a little groggy sounding, I apologize. That is because I am in fact pretty tired still. So trying to kind of hang in there tonight. So Keith and I have kind of switched up our scheduling a little bit tonight. He's going to be working a couple hours after me, so he works from 9 to 11 Central Time, and I'm going to come back and do the close, which will be 11 to 1. So trying to be flexible. He's got some stuff going on tonight that he needs to take care of, so trying to be a little bit more flexible tonight with him since they were able to help me out last night. I'm also going to be working a lot more this later this week than I normally do as well, Thursday and Friday, partially because of what happened yesterday. So,
Ben Tower, Skyhawk
you guys are seeing me on a
957
lot this
Victor,
week.
exiting 3-1 at Alpha 2, just heading over to the GA parking.
There's 72 Victor, Roger, taxi via Alpha, this frequency, take care.
Alpha this frequency, 72 Victor.
So, Chili, how's it going, man? Hey, I was going to talk to you briefly on the West earlier. I was kind of surprised to see you on. That's a good thing, I guess. They got all that. They got you back on West now. Life of a controller sounds terrible. It's just, dude, it's really, Jared, it's mostly just my Mondays and Tuesdays, man. Those are my extremely rough days. It's just because I open and I close, and it's the quick turn. It's just, it's not easy for me to get decent rest. So, I know it's silly sounding. It's like, God, you work from home. How the hell can you say something like that? It's like, well, you know, you kind of get into a routine of how things work, and ideally speaking, you know, I would really realistically like to either drop my evenings out or drop my mornings out, stick to one or the other. Probably the mornings because I'm more of a night owl myself. But just the way that the schedule is right now, it's not really possible for me to play around with it too much. So, no sleep for the wicked yet. Finished the instrument ratings. Nice, dude. Very good. Sounds good. Yeah, sorry, I missed obviously the whole flight. I got you the clearance. That was about it. That was it. It was definitely busier this morning. I'm not sure exactly why that is. It's funny how that works. It's like, you know, I was talking about how Marcus was saturated on Monday morning, and yeah, I don't know, he had like 17 at one point down there. And then pretty much my first 2 hours in the open, and then the next 2 hours that I worked, which were after Marcus, there was a lot of traffic flying around in the West, at least for that time of day. So I was a little surprised by that. American, hopefully he's climbing to 38 still. Can't imagine that his altimeter, or that the altimeter is low enough for, no, it's not. There's no way. Yeah, he's just in a slow climb. Okay. I still got to talk to Keith too about correcting this whole pressure altitude issue that we have on here, because it's always hard to tell if someone's actually at cruise unless the altimeter setting is like spot on to 2992. Because for me, that sticks out like a sore thumb. You know, looking at aircraft that are not indicating that they're at cruise. Yeah, I think he's just in a slow climb. Remember, too, if you guys are in a slow climb and you're unable to maintain 500 foot per minute, you got to let us know about that, and that's a required report. And I mean, there's not really much we're going to be able to, there's not much we're going to say or do other than acknowledge it. It's just we need to know about it if you're not able to comply with at least 500 feet per minute. Hey, Robo, how's it going? So yeah, I'm gonna do a VATSIM stream again this Friday, guys. Not Saturday, it'll be Friday. Saturday I have a pool tournament. It's the end of the season pool tournament, which is basically all day Saturday, and that'll also run into the evening. So I'm not anticipating doing any streaming on Saturday at this point at all. Even later, because I'm sure I'm gonna be out like a light once we get done with that. So um, and again that starts like 8 o'clock in the morning or something. So even my VATSIM stream on Friday night is not going to be late either. Um, However, the following week, March 16th, we have Friday Night Ops at Minneapolis. So I have signed up to work some position for that. So I guess we'll see what they end up putting me on, or how we end up rotating through that. So, but I plan on streaming for that. That'll be Friday night. That'll probably be 6 p.m. ish Central Time stream start somewhere around there. What's going on, Jambo? Hey Jordan, what's up, man? I was just wondering about your climb. It looked a little slow. I wasn't sure if you were actually able to do 500 foot per minute there. It looks like you might have just been hanging in there. So I was just letting people know that if you are unable to maintain at least a 500 foot per minute climb, you do need to let us know about that. That's a required report. So I'm not sure. Were you actually doing 500 feet per minute? It looked like you may have leveled like at 37 for a little bit. And I mean, that's pretty typical for an Airbus too, to see something like that. But like I said, we just need to be advised, like if you're unable 500 foot per minute. No, what I was saying is on March 16th, we have Friday Night Ops at Minneapolis. So I will be running a stream for that. That will be hopefully a pretty good turnout. I would imagine it would. I think it's going to kind of depend what position they end up assigning to all of us. If I can get something decent, I guess we'll see what they end up putting me on. And I'm not sure. They basically. I'm not running the events department anymore, so I'm really not sure how it is that they're going to go about, assigning positions for this event. I'm not sure if they're going to want to switch out, which is okay. That's fine, but I guess we'll find out what they put me on. Hopefully within the next week or so. Yeah, Jordan. So yeah, we just need to know if you're unable the 500 foot per minute climb. That's literally all you need to do is call us up and say, hey, Oakland, American 1252 is unable 500 foot per minute climb rate. That's literally all you need to say. So, and we just need to know about it. And like I said, more often than not, there's not much that we're gonna say other than acknowledge the transmission, unless we have to, vector you for your climb. That might happen, but other than that, I mean, it's a required report. Just like leaving an altitude is a required report as well. So even if you're given a pilot's discretion descent, we do need to know when you decide to start down, and that's just a simple shout out. It's like, hey, Oakland, American 1252 is leaving flight level period 0. American 2251, contact Oakland Center 132.905.
3295, American 2251.
American 1252, contact Oakland Center 132.905.
3295, American 1252.
Oakland Center, American 2255, flight level 340.
American 2251, Oakland Center, roger. Let's see, we're going to need to start him down into Reno here.
Oakland Center, American 1252, flight level 380.
American 1252, Oakland Center, roger. American 2251, descend via the My Bad 2 arrival, Reno altimeter 3016.
Descend via the My Bad 2 arrival, American 2251.
Reno's been south today, so I would assume that they still are. Hey, Wizzle Aviation TV, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the frequency. Monterey to some airport I've never heard of, north of Reno, let's see, Reno Steed Airport, I guess. Ideally, I would like a little bit more than just a single VOR here for routing. I'm trying to see what he can actually join an approach from here. Probably Squaw Valley. Yeah, that's a feeder, so probably works a little better. Honestly, I'm not sure why it is he needs to go all the way out to Pinoch. We really don't need to do that. Probably San Jose. That or Salinas. Salinas is probably a little better. A little more direct for him, anyways. Not exactly sure with regards to crossing traffic, what they would necessarily do. They might send people out over Pinoch. I'm not really too sure about that. Okay, so see American 2251 starting down now. You can clearly see he started his descent. We do need to be advised of that. So just a heads up, guys. Like when you're given a pilot's discretion descent, we need to be aware of when it is that you're starting down. So that's something I'm probably going to try to start cracking down with on people a little bit more. I've kind of let that one slide a lot on here and on Batsum as well, but you should be letting us know when you're leaving an altitude.
Seattle Center, November 623 Charlie Kilo, looking for IFR clearance from the Arcata Airport to Ephrata Municipal.
November 623 Charlie Kilo. Seattle Center, Roger. Good afternoon. Cleared from the Arcata Airport to Ephrata Airport as filed. Maintain flight level 230. Expect flight level 250 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 121.4, squawk 3617. Hold for release and advise when you're ready for departure.
November 623 Charlie Kilo, clear to the Ephrata Airport as filed. Maintain flight level 230. Expect flight level 250 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 121.4, squawk 3617. Hold for release. And we estimate that we're going to be off the ground in about 15 minutes.
Number 23 Charlie Kilo, Roger. Advise number 1 for departure. Hold for release.
Advise number 1 for departure. Hold for release. 3 Charlie Kilo.
Jambo, you should also let other controllers know as well because I heard another say it is not necessary. I won't mention. Okay. Yeah, well, they shouldn't be telling you that, that's for sure. I can definitely pass along word to management about it, but yeah, it is definitely a required report leaving an altitude. So, like, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that they told you different. That's obviously that doesn't reflect well, but yeah, that's not correct at all. What's going on, Norway? Trying to use Euroscope for Mac OS. Is it possible? Can someone help me with the issue? I have no familiarity with Euroscope, so that's totally outside of my spectrum, unfortunately. I'm not sure if anyone else here does, but that's definitely not something that I'm familiar with. All right, Jambo. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it, man. I'll pass along word to management about it. All right, Jarrett. Sounds good, man. Yep. Cool, man. Sounds good.
Monterey clearance delivery, Hawker 648 Charlie Alpha is ready to copy our IFR.
Remember, 648 Charlie Alpha, Monterey clearance. Roger, good evening. This will be a full route clearance. Cleared to the Romeo Tango Sierra Airport. Monterey 4 departure, vectors to Salinas, VOR, Sierra, November, Sierra. Direct Squaw Valley, that's Sierra Whiskey Romeo, direct. Climate via the SID, departure frequency 121.3, squawk 1547.
And I got all that except for the frequency and the squawk. 64 Charlie Alpha.
Hey, Charlie Alpha, departure frequency 121.3, squawk 1547.
Alright, and we're cleared to the Romeo Tango Sierra Airport via the Monterey 4 departure, the Sierra November Sierra VOR, direct Sierra Whiskey Alpha, the climb via the SID, departure on 121.3 and squawk 1547.
All right, Charlie Alpha, Roger. After Salinas VOR, it's direct to Squaw Valley, which is Sierra Whiskey Romeo, then direct.
Okay, Sierra Whiskey Romeo, then direct for 648 Charlie Alpha.
Ray Charlie Alpha, Roger. Readback, correct. This guy here in the Cessna has been flying since earlier today. Also by the name of AJ. And then the last initial is D, so I found that kind of interesting. But he literally flew up from somewhere down in ZLA, and he's been going all the way up the coast.
Seattle Center, November 623 Charlie Kilo is number 1 for departure.
That definitely was not 15 minutes. But I was hesitant to give a release time with 30 minutes there. That's how long he was really going to take. Number 63 Charlie Kilo, Seattle Center, Roger. Time 0043 and 1/4. Clearance void if not off by 0050. If not off by 0050, advise Seattle Center this frequency not later than 0555 of intentions. Correction, I'm sorry, of 0055 of intentions. Released for departure.
63 Charlie Kilo released for departure
Should be 0050.
Departure for 0050 Zulu. If not off, we will we'll say intention 0055 Zulu 3 Charlie Kilo.
3 Charlie Kilo, Roger. Read back correct. We'll talk to you shortly.
Ben Ground, Skyhawk 9572 Victor over at General Aviation Parking looking for VFR departure to the northeast with the weather.
Remember, 9572 Victor, ground runway 31, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha to 3172 Victor. Ben ground, Skyhawk 72 Victor. Could we get intersection Alpha 3 departure, please?
Skyhawk 72 Victor, runway 31 at Alpha 3, taxi via Alpha 3.
Alpha 3 to 3172 Victor.
What exactly am I looking at here, Jordan? Or am I looking for something in particular? Glad to see standard altimeter is actually giving you cruise, which we had that problem with the other night. American 2251 contact, NorCal approach 119.2. What's up, the Embraer 175 pilots? Can I post a link? Yeah, 1 second. So I can only give you guys like a brief permit time, I guess. It doesn't give me more than 10 seconds, so it's got to be kind of quick, unfortunately.
Seattle Center, November 63, Charlie Kilo, climb 32,200 for flight level 230.
November 623, Charlie Kilo, Seattle Center, ident.
Ident 3, Charlie Kilo.
Number 3, Charlie Kilo, radar contact 5 miles north of Arcata, VOR. Maintain flight level 230.
Maintain flight level 230, 3 Charlie Kilo.
Flight Simulator X. It's the most realistic flight simulation. Well, I mean, at the time. Not that the ATC was.
Ben Tower, Skyhawk
that thing a lot.
9572 Victor, holding short of 31 at Alpha 3, ready for departure.
Number 9572 Victor, North Bend Tower, runway 31 at Alpha 3, cleared for takeoff, right turn on course approved.
Right turn for 72 Victor, clear for takeoff.
72 Victor, for my confirmation, confirm runway 31 at taxiway Alpha 3, cleared for takeoff.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, I knew I was missing something there. I said clear for takeoff at Alpha 3, 72 Victor, 431.
Southside clearance, good afternoon, Southwest 4217 IFR to Vegas.
Southwest 4217, San Jose clearance. Roger, good afternoon. Clear to Las Vegas, McCarran Airport, Techie 3, departure. That is filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000, squawk 5777.
Southwest 4217, then clear to Las Vegas, Techie 3 departure, climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000, squawk 5777.
Southwest 4217, read back, correct. Still waiting an American to check in here with NorCal. I'm not sure what went south there, but I have not heard him check in yet. Okay, American 2251, verify NorCal approach 119.2.
119.2, 2251.
I'm pretty sure he read that back before too. Pull the tapes. Should be VMC here in Reno. Embraer 175 pilot, yeah, I still control at Minneapolis Center. I've been on VATSIM for years, since I started flying on there back in 2002. Started controlling back in 2005. And I
I'll
still
call
do
approach
control
American
control in
2251
Minneapolis.
descending via SID.
American 2251 NorCal approach, roger. Say altitude leaving for mode C verification. Also verify you have ATIS information Tango. Expect a visual approach runway 16 right.
We'll fix the transponder here, and we're currently leaving 1,200. We'll advise whenever we have the weather. American 2251.
This is what I've been dealing with all morning. American 2251, roger. That should be 12,000. Verify you're leaving 12,000.
12,000, American 2251.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, and information Tango is current. Again, expect a visual approach runway 16 right. Advise when you've got the Reno airport in sight, 11 o'clock and 20 miles.
Hey, can we get direct vectors to final for the ILS 16 right, American 2251?
American 2251, affirmative. Fly present heading vectors to final. Descend and maintain 900,000.
Present heading, descend and maintain 900,000, American 2251.
Yeah, still having a lot of issues with people not checking the weather, not checking in with altitude. A lot of that going on here. I guess we're going to do ILS Yankee, I would presume. American 2251, confirm you're looking for the ILS Yankee approach.
That's affirmative. ILS Yankee 16 right, American 2251.
American 2251, roger. Continue descent, maintain 8,000. This is going to be a pretty rapid
8,000,
descent for
American
him here.
2251.
Definitely needs to start slowing down, that's for sure, because I'm going to be turning him on quite high at this point.
Fresno ground 263.
Which is why I wanted to use the visual approach. Remember, 2634 kilo Fresno ground, go ahead.
Twin Cessna 2634 kilo, general aviation parking, type Cessna 310 slant Golf, VFR departure to the south with Mike.
American 2251, we have Papa into Reno.
American 2251, roger. Turn left heading turn left heading 190, intercept the 16 right localizer track inbound. It's going to be.
And what was the heading again? 2251.
Going across at this point. American 2251, you're going to go across at this point. Turn left heading 130 to join. Sorry, you're going to be turning on very high here too. This is why I was looking for the visual if we could get you in there, VMC. Are you going to be able to approach at this point? Because you're going to be at least a couple thousand feet high on glide slope.
We'll just go visual, American 2251.
American 2251, roger. Turn left heading 130. Maintain 8,400 or above for now. Advise when you have the Reno airport in sight. So off your 10 o'clock position, becoming a 1 to 2 o'clock position and 15 miles.
130 out above 8,300 feet, and we'll advise 2251.
Because, I mean, yeah, at this point, going across is going to go through the final approach fix as well, so that's not going to be helpful. November 2634 kilo, say requested altitude.
5,500 for 2634 kilo.
November 2634 kilo, roger. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 2772.
Departure on 119.6, squawk 2772, 34 kilo.
Twin Cessna 34 kilo, read back correct. Really should have the airport in sight by now. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't, because I'm showing like few clouds at 20,000, I think. Pretty sure I did a good job pointing out the reference.
Seattle Center, Skyhawk 90572 Victor with request.
American 2251, any luck on the field yet? 1 o'clock position and 1 2 miles now.
Negative on the field, American 2251.
Okay, is there something blocking your view right now?
Looks hazy out here, that's the only thing, American 2251.
American 2251, okay. We're going to have to go ILS then at this point if you're not able to pick it up within the next couple miles. Give it a couple miles here though, 1 to 2 o'clock and 10 miles.
Are we still looking at American 2251?
American 2251, if you're able to track the runway 16 right, localizer inbound for reference.
I will track the localizer inbound, American 2251. And we have the airport inside, American 2251.
American 2251, roger. Cleared visual approach runway 16 right. If unable, advise. He's definitely
Clear,
at least 3,000 feet high.
Runway 16 right, American 2251. And we'll advise if we can't make it.
Fresno ground, Twin Cessna 2634 kilo, general aviation parking, ready to taxi.
Number 2634 Kilo, Fresno ground, runway 29er left, taxi via Bravo 10, Bravo, Bravo 2.
29 left via Bravo 10, Bravo, Bravo 2. 34 Kilo.
Who else was calling unanswered?
72 Victor.
Or 72 Victor, okay, you're just looking for a frequency change?
Yes, sir.
Number 72 Victor, roger, frequency change approved.
Monterey
Seattle
ground,
Center,
Hawker
Skyhawk,
648 Charlie
9572
Alpha
Victor
is at
with request.
Monterey Bay Aviation Parking, ready to taxi IFR.
November 648 Charlie Alpha, roger, heard you calling, runway 28 left at Lima, taxi via Delta, Bravo, Lima. If you're unable intersection Lima departure, please advise to go full length.
Let me look where that is on the airport diagram and see if we can do it. Thanks.
Right, Charlie Alpha, roger, otherwise expect full length. We'll have to go across the runway there and then just go full length, so just let me know what you're able. American 2251, contact Reno Tower 118.7.
Requesting
American
pushback into
2250 I'll go
Zulu.
missed.
Yeah, 2251. Just stay on this frequency then for now. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 12,000, 12,000.
Alright, we're heading 12,000, 12,000, American 2251.
And American 2251, say your intentions when able. Did you want to get a vector for the ILS again, or try the visual off the down one?
We'll go for the vectors for the ILS, American 2251.
All right, American 2251, expect vectors, ILS Yankee, runway 16 right approach.
Expects ILS 6 right, Yankee 2251.
It's at least 2 calling unanswered. I'm sorry, I didn't catch who either were.
San Jose ground Southwest 4217 on the Terminal B requesting pushback into Zulu.
Southwest 4217, roger, push approved onto taxiway Zulu, expect runway 30 right for departure.
Clear for the pushback into Zulu, expecting 30 right for departure Southwest 4217.
And 648 Charlie Alpha, we should be able to do the Lima intersection.
American 2251, turn left direct to Mustang VOR, Foxtrot Mike Golf. It looks like you're veering off to the right here, so I need a left turn as soon as possible.
Alright, direct Mustang, American 2251.
This is not good at all coming out this way. There's way too much in terms of traffic out there and mountain terrain and stuff out there. It's not good. This is basically what I've been dealing with all morning today.
On the ground, Livermore, I'd like to pick up clearance to Truckee.
Monterey ground 64 Charlie Alpha will be able to do the Lima departure.
All right, Charlie Alpha. Okay, roger, runway 28 left at Lima. Again, taxi via, it'll be taxiway Echo, Bravo, and Lima.
All right, Lima via Echo, Bravo, and Lima for 648 Charlie Alpha.
All right, Charlie Alpha, ensure your transponder is mode C on the ground as well.
Will do.
And I'm sorry, who was calling for clearance out of Livermore?
Malibu 765 Fox Golf.
November 765 Foxtrot Golf, roger, clearance on request, standby. All right. Really need you to start climbing here too, dude. Seriously.
Oakland Center, American 1251, I understand you're busy. I would like to practice some holding and also burning off some fuel at the Lima Kilo Victor VOR 101 miles, 15 minutes.
American 1252, okay, roger. I have your request for that. Contact Seattle Center 135.15.
35.15, and you'll relay the request, or do I ask them?
I'll relay it, that's fine.
Seattle Center,
Say again.
Skyhawk 9572 Victor with request.
American 2251, depart Mustang VOR heading 360 vectors, final approach course.
And depart 360 at Mustang 2251.
November 623 Charlie Kilo, contact Seattle Center 135.15 for hire.
3515, 3 Charlie Kilo, good day.
Seattle Center, American 1252, 380.
American 1252 Seattle Center, roger.
Seattle Center, November 623 Charlie Kilo, with flight level 230.
November 623 Charlie Kilo, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Flight level 250, 3 Charlie Kilo.
Seattle Center Skyhawk 9572 Victor with request.
Or 90572 Victor, Seattle Center, go ahead.
Yeah, we
Blank
are
call altitude.
Cessna Type 172 at 6,700, climbing 7,500, looking for VFR flight following to Boeing Field. It's Kilo Bravo Foxtrot, India. We've got the weather.
One thing that's missing is a good position report. Niner 572 Victor, squawk 1641, maintain VFR.
1641, maintaining VFR, 72 Victor.
Fresno Tower 2634 Kilo, holding short 29 left at Bravo 2.
November 2634 Kilo, Fresno Tower, runway 29er left at, runway 29er left, cleared for takeoff, left, crosswind departure approved. I believe you said you were southbound. The wind is 320 at 3.
Clear for takeoff 29 left, left crosswind departure, 34 Kilo.
All right. American 2251, descend to maintain 10,000.
Set to maintain 10,000, American 2251.
I gotta look up this departure too, because I'm not exactly sure where this. I didn't think this actually went out to Sacramento for some reason. I know it's an ODP. I guess it does. Okay. November 5 Foxtrot Golf, clearance.
Ready, 5 Foxtrot Golf.
5 Foxtrot Golf, cleared from the Livermore Airport to the Truckee Airport as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level, expect 13,000 within 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.65, squawk 4522. Hold for release.
Clear to Truckee as filed, 4,000, 13,000, 5 minutes, 13565, 4522 on the squawk, and we'll hold for release, and we are ready now by Foxtrot Golf.
Number 5 Foxtrot Golf, roger, readback correct. Time 0102, clearance void if not off within 5 minutes. Report airborne on course, released for departure.
5 minutes, 5 Foxtrot Golf.
November 9er 572 Victor is radar contact 40 miles north of North Bend. Altitude indicates 7,500. Nearest altimeter I'll have for you is probably Eugene 3013. Maintain VFR.
Roger that, 72 Victor.
American 2251, turn left heading 290.
Left 290, American 2251.
November 34 Twin Cessna 34 Kilo, correction, contact departure.
Going to departure, 34 Kilo. Fresno departure, Twin Cessna 2634 Kilo, climbing 4,000 for 5,500.
November 2634 Kilo, Fresno departure, radar contact, resume on navigation, maintain VFR.
Resume on nav, maintain VFR, 34 Kilo.
American 2251, descend to maintain 9,000.
Set to maintain 90,000, American 2251.
Yeah, and that's why it's like I tried to talk to him, Ruben, about, hey, you're going to be very high, like, again, the initial check-in with approach, omitting a lot of key information, and it looked like he was too fast to begin with, which was not helpful to the situation at hand. And like I said, missed the heading, so we went through the localizer, and then just by the time he was able to get the field, which again, it's supposed to be clear, clear in a
Alright,
million
Tower,
below
Hawker
20,000.
648 Charlie
NorCal
Alpha
apparently
is
approach
that's not
ready
the
to
case.
go
765 Extra
at
Golf
Lima at
1000,
28.
4000.
And just to confirm, our departure code is 125.3 for the departure.
November 648 Charlie Alpha, nope, it's 121.3, NorCal on 21.3, runway 28 left at Lima, cleared for takeoff, wind 270 at 7.
And clear for takeoff 28 left and 121.3 for 648 Charlie Alpha.
November 765 Foxtrot Golf, NorCal departure, ident. I have had to repeat myself so many times today with frequencies. It's like, I just can't believe it. I really don't know what's in the water today. It's been incredibly frustrating. So pardon me for being a little frustrated, but I really am just kind of venting right now. Our 5 Foxtrot Golf radar contact 3 miles west of Livermore Airport, altitude indicates 2,000. November 34 Kilo, you're leaving the Charlie airspace. Radar service terminated, squawk and maintain at VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk and maintain VFR, 34 Kilo.
American 2251, turn left, heading 130, intercept the runway 16 right, localizer. You're going to go across here in the turn, and I'll have lower for you once you're established on the final.
130, intercept the 16 right, localizer, American 2251.
And American is looking for holding. All right. American 1252, you said you were looking for holding at Lakeview?
Correct. 12.
Okay, American 1252, roger. Cleared to the Lakeview VOR. Hold south on the 180 radial. Right turns. Maintain flight level 380 and 20 DME legs approved if you'd like to do that. Time is 0106 and 1/4. Expect further clearance at go 0140.
Clear egg Lakefield VOR. Hold south on the 180 radial, right turns. Maintain flight level 380, 20 mile legs if needed. EFC 140. Zulu, American 1252.
American 1252, EFC 0140.
0140, copy. 1252, thanks.
Honda Jet 8 Charlie Alpha, contact NorCal departure.
Over to departure, Hawker 648 Charlie Alpha.
Correction, Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha.
NorCal departure. Hawker 648 Charlie Alpha is with you, climbing out of 2,300 for 7,000.
American 2251, you're 2 miles from Waylar, cross Waylar at or above 8,400, cleared ILS Yankee, runway 16 right approach.
And cross Wayla are above 8,400, clear, ILS 16 right, American 2251.
November 648 Charlie Alpha, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Up to 190, 648 Charlie Alpha.
November 5 Foxtrot Golf, contact NorCal departure 120.905.
20.95, 5 Foxtrot Golf.
Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, turn right, direct to Salinas VOR, resume on navigation.
Right, direct Salinas and resume on navigation 648 Charlie Alpha.
NorCal approach Malibu 765 Foxtrot Golf,
Probably just
4000.
direct to Squaw Valley here. Number 765 Foxtrot Golf, NorCal departure, roger, Modesto altimeter, I'll have for you in just a moment, climb and maintain 13,000.
13,000, 765 Foxtrot Golf.
Yeah, Modesto altimeter is 3004.
04, thank you, 5 Foxtrot Golf.
Not liking this here either, too. Turning west of course off the localizer. Hopefully he's picking that up. Look at it streaming if you can't vent a little, I guess, right? Yeah, just I don't know what it has been today, but just like I feel like I'm talking pretty cleanly. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Like I said, I've been up since about 4:30 this morning, so I'm kind of running on overdrive right now. First day. Yeah. Okay, It looks like he's good now, so he's looking much better now with the glide slope as well. So
South around, southwest 4217 for taxi to the active.
Southwest 4217, ground runway 30 right, taxi via Zulu Alpha 1 and ensure transponder mode C. Also had to say that numerous times
Transponder
today.
mode C and taxi Zulu Alpha 1 to 30 right.
American 2251, contact Reno Tower 118.7.
118.7, American 2251.
What's up, Screaming Cheese? How's it going, man? Start making squawking noises on frequency. Somebody told me I should change my my icon. They only give you one as an affiliate, which I was kind of disappointed about. I guess I can do another one for a different tier. But yeah, like there's one
Reno
that
Tower,
we're working
American
on for
2251,
Squawk
disc inbound.
American 2251, Reno Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land, wind 080 at 6.
16 right, clear to land, American 2251.
We've been working on one, though, that's like for Squawk Mode C, because I feel like I say that's probably the most common phrase I say besides verify you have the weather or the ATIS code. Yeah, the middle monitor is a square monitor, Screaming Cheese. We can look at the details on that on the bottom, underneath on the panels. I actually have information on that. It's an ISO. I think it's 2750Q. It's a 27-inch square monitor, and it's like the only one that I think is like available out there on the market. That most of them they only make 19-inch like square monitors. If you want a square monitor, like you can find 19-inch square monitors everywhere, but those are too small. So it's like go big or go home. And Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, contact Oakland Center 128.7.
And over to Oakland Center 128.7648 Charlie Alpha.
Monster Link. Oh, is that the? It doesn't even look like that entered correctly. Like if I try to click on that, it's not going to open. You can tell. Might just be the way it's coming across on Streamlabs bot though too. Yeah, I have a foot pedal down underneath the desk, and then I've got a push to talk as well that's on the headset itself. So I can use the two interchangeably. It emulates the same key, and I just have it emulating a ghost key. It's the F24 key right now, so it doesn't lock the keyboard up, which is really nice. Like especially for talking and typing at the same time. Like if I'm like making changes or if I'm entering in like data block. Like temporary altitude, interim altitudes. If I'm changing something on the flight plan, I can do all that without
Hawker 648 Charlie
locking the
Alpha is
keyboard
out of 16,000, climbing 19,000.
Remember, 648 Charlie Alpha, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
230, 648 Charlie Alpha.
Somehow I don't think American did too well with that landing. That looks a little short. A little short field. I don't know. I'm not sure how that worked out. No, I would say not too good because looks like he just disconnected there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yep. partially my fault that I put him a little bit through the localizer, but again, you know, we were a little behind the power curve. It looked like he was a little fast coming in on the arrival to start out when we were first inbound. I figured the field would be more than visual at this point, showing visibility 1-0. There's no reports of haze anywhere in the METAR, so I'm not really sure what kind of weather he was using that was simulating that, but that made things obviously very difficult on the first approach. Too high, had to go back around, and then vectors on the second attempt I did go across just a little, but it wasn't enough.
Southwest Tower,
The
good
130 heading
afternoon.
to
Southwest
join the final
4217,
should have been
full
just
visual
fine.
runway 30 right for IFR departure.
There's really no issue with it at all. Like he was on the final, established plenty of time. Also plenty of altitude. Southwest 4217 San Jose Tower, wind 290 at 11, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 30 right, 4217.
I don't have the number keypad reversed right now. I would like to do that at some point. I've been given a link to an application to use that. I was doing it for a while, and I stopped. I stopped with ERAM because of the reverse sensing with the keys. But then I was also just informed by one of the Minneapolis Center trainees that there's a little line of code that you can dump into the configuration file that will actually reverse the number pad as well. So with the sensing, so when you're changing the positions of the data blocks, it doesn't reverse sense like it was doing before. So I need to go and set that up for ERAM. I'll try to get to that. I'll try to get to that at some point this week, before the VATSIM stream. On here, I can't even use it. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter if it's reversed or not. You know, if I decide to reverse it, I will. But for here on VRC, I have to click and drag the data blocks anyway, so I can't use the number pad to move these. Which, believe me, I forget all the time. I type all the time. Like I'll type in, like, you know, a position and then enter in the CID, enter, and it just pops out text on the scope. It doesn't do anything.
Clearance, November 143 Victor Tango. Good evening, IFR to Reno.
November 143 Victor Tango, Portland clearance. Good evening. Clear to Reno Airport, Cascade 2 departure, Pauli transition. Then is filed. Correction. Maintain 7,000. Departure frequency 118.42. Squawk 4636. Did that not go through? 143 Victor Tango, Portland clearance. How do you read? I don't think Jay Falcon's hearing me. Remember, 5 Foxtrot Golf, contact NorCal approach 127.4. This is also the second time this has happened today.
5 Foxtrot Golf.
American 1252, my airspeed's getting quite low. I had to leave 380 here.
American 1252, okay, Roger. What do you require?
Let's try 360 and see what happens, American 1252.
Okay, 1252, Roger. Descend and maintain flight level 360 if you'd like to drop down. What speed are you doing in the hold right now?
140 and 207 over the ground.
Okay, I believe you should be at least 250 at altitude, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go and double check that, but I know above certain altitude, published hold should be much faster than that for sure.
It's 265 for above.
I had the full throttle down, and it's not going. I don't know why.
American 1250, take Roger. I was just informed it should be 265 knots up at that altitude. 265.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Malibu 765 Foxtrot Golf.
I know it's far in, but November 765 Foxtrot Golf, NorCal approach, Roger. Sacramento altimeter 3006.
06 5 Foxtrot Golf.
November 143 Victor Tango, Portland clearance. How do you read?
5 by 5 Portland clearance. Sorry about that.
3 Victor Tango, Roger. No problem. Cleared to Reno Airport, Cascade 2 departure, Pauli transition. Then it's filed. Climb via. Correction. Maintain 7,000. Departure frequency 118.42. Squawk 4636.
Cleared to the Reno Airport, Cascade 2 departure, Pauli.
I knew it's going to be 250 at least.
Maintain 7,000. And frequency 118.4, squawk 4636. 3 Victor.
Challenger 3, Victor Tango, readback, correct. Yeah, I knew it was going to be at least
Delta
250.
Tower, Southwest 4217, still with you.
Southwest 4217, sorry. Contact NorCal departure.
NorCal departures 4217.
Actually, why am I not receiving his data block right now either? That's not good. Oh, he's still squawking standby. That's why.
NorCal departure, good afternoon. Southwest 4217, 5,000 feet.
Okay, Southwest 4217, roger. Just be advised, I'm not receiving your mode C. Can you check your transponder, please?
We'll reset it. 4217.
Okay, Southwest 4217, thank you. Receiving now altitude checks indicating 5,000. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
190, South 4217.
See, I can't start a track on a primary. It just doesn't work, and it's like I'm naturally going to forget about somebody not seeing that on the scope. That's just going to happen. Anyways, I knew it was going to be at least 250 because 265 just, well, that makes sense, but 250 at least because we can't slow people down slower than 250 at altitude anyway. So especially up in the flight levels. But yeah, in terms of knowing the exact speed, that's it's good to know though. So 265, and that's at or above a certain altitude. I don't know what those altitude requirements are for the holds. I'm not sure. This is not stuff that controllers are 100% required to commit to memory either. Hey, 320. Okay. They assign you an airport, or do you get to pick? You get to pick. On VATSIM, they're not going to be overly. Back in the day, like when they had the academy, I think they were assigning people for a little while, but that just didn't work out. Because I mean, if people don't have any interest in the area that they're being sent off to, they're not going to stay. You know, even though the real world does that, that's not something that VATSIM is going to force people to do. So you would get to choose. John Fly, thanks for the host. I don't know if that was auto host or not. I don't think it was. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is a problem in reality, yeah, but it's not something they don't force you to do that on VATSIM. You can choose where you want to control. It's limited for some reason. I don't know, Jordan. I wouldn't be able to help you with that, but unfortunately, I just honestly, dude, I don't have the training to with those planes. I couldn't even begin to help you with that. So I have no idea. I don't know why it slowed you down so much for the hold. Something doesn't seem right though. That's for sure. Yeah, VATSIM needs all the ATC they can get. Well, yeah, I mean, that's been an ongoing problem for years, especially within the United States Division of Controller retention rates. That's a whole other topic of discussion, but yeah, it's pretty bad. I know.
NorCal departure, Southwest 4217. I have a pressurization issue requesting 10,000 feet or below and back to San Jose.
Southwest 4217, okay. Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000 for now. Clear to San Jose Airport via radar vectors direct.
10,000, 10,000 pilot discretion and expecting radar vectors for San Jose. 4217.
Southwest 4217, readback correct. Fly present heading for now, and advise when you have the weather, say approach request if you have one for San Jose.
With the weather, and we'll be back in a while for the approach request 4217. Will fly present heading. Southwest 4217 would like to request the ILS for runway 30 left.
Southwest 4217, roger. Expect vectors ILS runway 30 left approach. Descendant pilot's discretion maintains 6,000.
Pilot discretion 6000 present heading Southwest 4217.
Southwest 4217, turn right heading 270, vectors to final.
Right heading 270, vectors to final 4217.
Trackfall, yeah, trackfall's cool. Starting to use it a little bit more with VS Pro Scope, but still kind of prefer it with the ERM. Every once and again, it's a little easier to switch over to the mouse. Yeah, now it looks like it's got you holding like on like the 240 radial or something now. That should be the 180 radial. I mean, it should have pretty much been direct entry for that type of a hold. Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
And over to Oak Center 132.2 for Hawker 648 Charlie Alpha. Good day.
Southwest 4217, expect a brief vector across the localizer for descent. And it looks like he may have paused, or some froze, one of the two.
Oakland Center,
Oakland
Horizon
Hawker 648
2469
Charlie
is
Alpha is
IFR
with you,
John
flight
Wayne.
level 230.
Remember, 648 Charlie Alpha, Oakland Center, roger. And I'm sorry, who else was checking in unanswered? I had two calling a 1-star.
My apologies. Horizon 2469, Oakland Center, IFR to John Wayne.
Horizon Air 2469, Oakland Center, roger. Clearance on request, standby. I always forget, Horizon is Horizon Air, or is it just Horizon? I know Frontier is Frontier Flight. I don't know if I just like throw one in here. If it's going to give me something, it's probably going to be like, nope, that's not a flight number, of course. Yeah, it's Horizon Air. Okay, because I know Frontier is Frontier Flight, Horizon's Horizon Air. A lot of people like to drop the air and the flight off of both those call signs, respectively. Southwest 4217, radar contact lost. No, it should be Horizon Air. That's what I'm showing here in the call sign list, anyway. Yeah, Horizon Air is the radio telephony, the official one. Horizon Air 2469 clearance.
Horizon 2469 is ready to go.
Horizon Air 2469 clear from the Santa Rosa Airport to the John Wayne Airport as filed. Maintain flight level 230. Expect flight level 250 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.2, squawk 7150. Hold for release.
Horizon 2469 is clear to John Wayne as filed. Maintain flight level 230. Expect 10 minutes after departure frequency 132.2, 7150 for the squawk and hold for release.
Horizon Air 2469, read back correct. How soon until you're ready for departure?
It's going to be about 10 minutes for Horizon of 2469, 10 to 15 minutes.
Horizon Air 2469, roger. Advise number 1 for departure on frequency 132.2.
We'll advise number 1, 132.2, Horizon 2469.
Yeah, and if you're still on the thing here too, Jumbo, it's actually Horizon Air. The call sign should actually be Horizon Air, followed by the flight number. I don't know how much real-world controllers actually abide by it. To be honest with you, there's another one that they didn't in Minneapolis a lot. It was Compass, which they don't see out there too much. Compass was, I think, supposed to be Compass Rose for a while, if I'm not mistaken. And then most people just ended up shortening that to Compass. I think they finally changed it to Compass, if I'm not mistaken. Because there was like an Australian carrier that had the same radio call sign or something that was creating an issue with that at one point, but I'm pretty sure they're defunct, and I don't think that became an issue anymore. I just lost you on radar here too, Jordan. Crashed, okay. Yeah, dude, sorry, man. I wish I could be of more help with regards to that holding. I'm not really sure. Again, I don't have unfortunately, I just don't have the FMC training. I never got that far into, or that advanced into my own personal flying to be able to provide some sort of guidance into how to correctly program that in. Everything I did, my real-world training, instrument rating, and all that, or instrument training, which I didn't complete, but most of it was all done in, a Cessna 172. So we're talking extremely simplistic. Walker 8 Charlie Alpha, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 17,000, and use the Reno altimeter for now. That's 3016.
3016, ascend at pilot's discretion to 17064 Charlie 8 Alpha.
And this guy here was also supposed to be direct Squaw Valley, which it looks like he is not direct to Squaw Valley. Hey Charlie Alpha, can you confirm where you're direct to right now as well? I just want to make sure you were direct to Squaw Valley.
Yeah, we're headed direct Squaw Valley, and then we got RTS in there after.
Hey, Charlie Alpha K, Roger. Yeah, I'm showing you, it looks more like you're direct to the destination airport right now, east of course.
All right, we'll pop over to the right here and get back on track.
Oh, hey, Charlie Alpha, it should be a left turn to get back to the VOR to Squaw Valley. It should be a slight left turn, at least like 10 degrees or so.
Yeah, I see that. I don't need to right from my left today. Sorry about that.
Hey, Charlie Alpha, Roger.
Malibu 5 Foxtrot Golf, Truckee weather.
Malibu 5 Foxtrot Golf, Roger. Contact Oakland Center 132.2.
32.2, 76 Truck Golf. Oakland Center, Malibu 765 Golf, level 1003, correction, 3000.
Remember 765 Foxtrot Golf, Oakland Center, Roger. Advised Truckee weather and say approach request when able. The facility that actually needs to know that you have the weather.
Runway 02, 5 Foxtrot Golf.
5 Foxtrot Golf, okay, Roger. Expect a visual approach to Truckee.
For the visual into Truckee, 765 Fox Golf.
We're not able to specify a runway because it's not towered, so. Yeah, Jordan, for sure, dude. Once I get X-Plane up and running, man, and it's probably going to be a little bit. Some people, I guess, they're getting a lot of questions about, hey, when are you going to do X-Plane or whatever? It's hopefully within the next month or so. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be that soon, to be quite honest with you. I've got a lot on my plate here over the next month that I need to focus on. So it might be longer than that. Because I do need to invest in a couple things, particularly in SSD, and I do need to start looking at upgrading my version of Windows here as well, which is, those are both kind of more important things that I need to worry about for the time being. So it might be a little bit, not exactly sure how soon I'm going to get into the flying. Hopefully soon. I would ideally like to get into it here within the next couple months. But yeah, for sure, I would definitely like to do some dual cockpit stuff and try to learn about some of the flying. SSD, no, not STD, SSD. November 8, Charlie Alpha, descend to maintain 13,000, 13,000.
Down to 13,000, 648 Charlie Alpha.
Yeah, Jordan, if you missed it too, we're doing VATSIM Minneapolis this Friday as well as next Friday. Next Friday is actually going to be Friday Night Ops, so that's going to be pretty busy. I know that you're not really a VATSIM user, but if you wanted to check out something that's relevant to Minneapolis with regards to the ATC and whatnot, I'd definitely recommend trying to stop by if you're actually available. I'm not sure what your work schedule's like or whatever, but we'll be doing some content for that for sure. That's going to be pretty big.
Ground.
Generally speaking, that's a very popular event on VATSIM.
Ramp,
so,
Foxtrot Charlie, ready for taxi with.
November 143, Victor Tango, Portland Ground, runway 28 left, taxi via Charlie.
28 left via Charlie. November 143, Victor Tango.
Oh, look at that controlling. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll be. That's going to be a busy event, though. Generally speaking, we tend to draw quite a bit of traffic for that. People, I think, generally have pretty high expectations for Minneapolis events over the past few years, at least. So it should be pretty good. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be working at. I'll try to post that information as soon as it's made available to me, and I would imagine probably within the next week or so I should find out what position I'll be working for that. I've requested an en route position. The last time that I attempted to work final did not go well, and that was over a year and a half ago. Ended up really going south on me super fast. My patience was pretty much shot with some of the stuff that was going on the final, so it didn't go over too well. So I usually request to work in root positions, and again, generally speaking, too, I'm more familiar with the software, and I actually enjoy it more. So it's we'll see what they do. It's going to be interesting to see where they put people. I think because I don't know how the signups are looking. I can't unfortunately see that information anymore. If they do want me on something within the Tracon, I'll probably be okay with it, but for a short period of time. So because working finals on VATSIM definitely is not the same as I remember it from many years back. So what's so hard about saying cleared visual? Well, I mean, what if it's not visual? Number one, and number two, speed control. You got a final that's 30 miles long. It's not that simple. So you got to use the localizer to space your planes, use that as, lateral guidance. It's not as simple as just saying, hey, cleared visual approach, runway 30 left. We got to worry about the intercept headings, speed control, everything else we need to worry about that comes along with people flying on VATSIM. So November 3 Charlie Kilo, contact Seattle Center 132.6.
132.6, 3 Charlie Kilo, get it.
Oh, does ATC Pro have Minneapolis in there? Because I actually
Seattle
didn't
Center,
know that.
November 623 Charlie Kilo with you, flight level 250.
Remember 63 Charlie Kilo, Seattle Center, Roger. I never know when people are kidding on Twitch either because I can't hear inflection. So, and I know a lot of people that are actually on the stream are not super experienced with this. So it's I definitely never know when people are joking. So I just need to make that clear. All right, so this guy's landing at Ephrata. I have no idea if I'm ever pronouncing the name of that airport correctly. I actually have never been corrected, so I don't know if it's right or wrong. This is one of the airports that I definitely have no idea how the locals in Washington State pronounce it. EPHRATA.
Portland Tower, November 143, Victor Tango, holding short 28 left, ready for
November 143, Victor Tango, Portland Tower, wind 270 at 3, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff.
28 left, cleared for takeoff. November 143, Victor Tango.
November 8, Charlie Alpha, contact NorCal approach 119.2. Totally forgot to switch this guy to NorCal.
119.2, 8 Charlie Alpha.
Should have done that before. And of course, he's pretty much overhead the airport, so that was fantastic. But again, this is a situation where he probably should have said, hey, we want to set up for an approach here. Let us know what we can do.
NorCal approach, Hawker 648 Charlie Alpha is with you out of 14-2-4130.
Yeah, I'm not 100% familiar with these little airports that we don't provide full top-down coverage to either. November 648 Charlie Alpha, NorCal approach, Roger. Verify local weather for your destination. Say approach request if you do have one. Steed Airport, I think. Yeah, Reno, Stead. I don't know how they pronounce that one either. Stead or Steed. I guess it's Steed.
And 648 Charlie Alpha, we'll just do the visual if that's alright by you.
Number 8 Alpha, Roger. Expect the visual approach. Do you have the field in sight by chance? I know you're basically overheaded right now.
Yeah, we have the field in sight.
Okay, November 8 Charlie Alpha, cleared a visual approach to the Reno Steed Airport. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but cleared visual approach.
Cleared visual approach, and we'll go ahead and cancel this time, and we'll go over to advisory. 64 Charlie Alpha.
All right, Charlie Alpha. Okay, Roger. IFR cancellation received. Squawk and maintain a VFR frequency change approved. Safe landing.
I appreciate it, and I'm squawking VFR 648 Charlie Alpha.
November 5 Foxtrot Golf. Advise when you have the Truckee Airport in sight.
Insight, 5 Foxtrot Golf.
5 Foxtrot Golf, Roger. Cleared visual approach to Truckee Airport. Report cancellation of IFR in the air or on the ground this frequency. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Exchange approved. Clay on the ground, 5 Foxtrot Golf.
It's definitely not the easiest thing working guys into the airports that we don't provide full top-down coverage to. I'll be the first one to say that. So, because it's like you pretty much have to look stuff up on the fly, and I'm not super familiar with having people fly into that airport that this guy just went into. I feel a little bad about that since he was basically overhead the top of the field. That is kind of shoddy ATC, I won't lie. But by the same token, he probably should have said something to me at least 15 to 20 miles back that, hey, we're looking for the visual approach, we got the weather there and stuff. But it's not saying anything is not the solution. So, and I think Marcus has made that pretty clear in his stream too many times. Like, if you guys have not received a switch, you should probably ask about it. November 3 Victor Tango, contact Portland departure.
Over departure.
And again, as you guys know too, I'm also not having the greatest of days. So this has been quite hell from yesterday into today. Need to get him probably lower here soon. Figure out what altitude we can actually go down to. $11,000, I would assume. Remember, 63 Charlie Kilo, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain a 1000, Yakima altimeter 3024.
Oakland Center, Surfair 141, flight level 240.
3 Charlie Kilo, can you repeat that for us once more?
November 3 Charlie Kilo, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain a 1000, 11,000, Yakima altimeter 3024.
Pilot's discretion at 1000, altimeter 3024, 3 Charlie Kilo.
Surfair 141 Oakland Center, good evening. Waiting on 3 Victor Tango to switch to departure. Hey Peter, how's it going?
Portland Tower, November 143, Victor Tango. No response on 118.4 for Portland departure. Can you confirm the frequency?
Sure thing. It should be 118.57, 1857.
118.57. Victor Tango.
Cascade 2. Alright, so I feel bad too because he's kind of leveling off here. We want to get him higher on this departure. It's going to be... I thought I gave him enough time here to switch. I guess I missed his readback too with a bad frequency there. That's partially my fault again, so... 3 Charlie Kilo, we're going down to 11,000, which is just over the top of the, excuse me, it's just over the top of the approach control for Chinook, which covers Pasco, Tri-Cities, as well as Yakima, are the 2 airports that we actually provide full top-down service to. So, figured we'll just get him started down now at his discretion.
Portland Tower, November 143, Victor Tango. We're not getting anybody on 118575 either.
3 Victor Tango, I'm sorry. I thought I gave you 1842. Sorry about that. Should be 118.42.
11842, no problem. Third time's the charm, 3 Victor.
Jeez. Did I give him 572? I probably did. I probably transposed that with the Denver Center frequency. I would not be surprised. This has just been how the day is going.
Portland departure, November 143, Victor Tango. Level 7,000.
143 Victor Tango, Portland departure, loud and clear. Third time is a charm. Climb and maintain a 15,000, 15,000.
Up to 15,000, 3 Victor.
installed 1060 gigabytes yesterday. Oh wow, okay. Now I have to upgrade my CPU. Don't have the money to do that. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. I for sure like what I need to do is I need to like I said I need to get a decent SSD going, especially for moving to a new flight simulator. I think the graphics card I've got is perfectly fine. 1060 works really really nice. I'm very happy with it. But eventually too I need to work on upgrading other parts of the computer. That'll just, overall that'll help with Flight Simulator too. So, or not Flight Simulator, I should say X-Plane, or also P3D or P3D, because I'll probably end up using both, honestly.
Yeah, Portland departure November 143 Victor Tango. We just want to verify that you have us radar contact as well as just loud and clear.
3 Victor Tango affirmative, radar contact, and you are loud and clear, 5x5.
Oakland
Roger,
Center Malibu
radar contact.
765 Foxtrot Golf, cancel IFR on the Granite Turkey.
November 765 Foxtrot Golf, Oakland Center, Roger, IFR cancellation received. Have a good day.
See you later.
All right, yeah, take care, Jordan. We'll see you at some point, I'm sure. Hey, what's up, JW Green? Do you know any good material for IFR readbacks for pilots? Any good material for IFR readbacks for pilots? Honestly, I mean, I'm telling you, for me personally, man, I've mostly just learned it by listening into live ATC. That was like the best, most helpful thing for me. I'm not really sure if that would be a good resource for you or not, but listening into just like real world frequencies and how pilots are responding to controllers, that was a useful tool for me. I suppose the rest of it kind of came with understanding air traffic control from that perspective, what it is that controllers are looking for in a readback. That definitely made an impact on me. Aside from that, though, I mean, I guess I'm sure there's a lot of content out there on like YouTube, a lot of stuff in the FAR AIM. Obviously, you're going to find too, but I wouldn't say that there's one greatest source. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be the best person to ask though either. Well, yeah, liveatc.net. I would probably recommend checking that out. And that is free. Yeah, it's just a website, and all it has numerous frequencies where you can listen into ATC. Lots of different frequencies all over the world. But yeah, Jordan, if you're still here though, if you do get a chance to stop by and check out one of the VATSIM streams, I just think you would enjoy it because it's going to be more personable towards what you're used to, in terms of airspace and what's going on around Minneapolis Center and stuff. And I know for sure that the F&O event's going to be entertaining. It usually is very good. Good turnout for pilots. It's usually very busy. I think this is the first time we're actually doing one in March as well. It's been quite a while since we've done one around this time of year. How long does it take to become a controller for VAT USA, not including the Google slides? It all depends, really. It's entirely dependent on like how fast you go through the training, like how much time and effort and dedication you put into it. JW Green, yeah, no problem, man. And like I said,
Seattle
for me,
Center,
that won't work for me.
3 Charlie Kilo, we have an approach request for you.
And 3 Charlie Kilo, Roger, go ahead.
3 Charlie Kilo, we would like the RNAV runway 3 approach into Ephrata.
3 Charlie Kilo, Roger, expect that. And remember, 3 Charlie Kilo, just advise when you have the Ephrata weather, and where would you like to pick up that approach from? And of course, my voice is starting to go
Charlie
out
Kilo, we
because
have the
how long
weather,
I've been
and
up
we'd
today.
probably like to pick up the approach from Udeco. I believe it is Uniform Delta Echo Charlie Uniform.
And Portland departure, November 143 Victor Tango. We'd like higher.
3 Victor Tango, yeah, just about to get to you. Sorry about that. Climb and maintain flight level 230 for now. We'll just go to
Up to
23, point out
230,
below,
True
head
Victor
after the high since I'm working the whole thing. 3 Charlie Kilo, proceed direct to Udeco, and expect the RNF runway 3 approach. Let's see, he's gonna
Proceed
probably
direct,
need to descend in the hole, I would
Udeco,
imagine.
and expect RNAV 3 approach. Thank you. 3 Charlie Kilo.
Yeah, lowest we'll be able to go is 6,100 over there. Challenger 3 Victor Tango, contact Seattle Center 135.15 for higher. Make sure this guy's on a good frequency here.
135.15 True Victor Tango.
November 3 Charlie Kilo, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 6,100.
Pilot's discretion down to 6,100. 3 Charlie Kilo.
On Seattle Center, November 143 Victor Tango's play 17,800 for flight level 2.
November 143 Victor Tango, Seattle Center, roger. Climb and maintain at flight level 370.
Up to flight level 370, 3 Victor Tango.
This guy's going to need lower. Surfair 141, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000, and the Monterey altimeter is 3004.
Okay, down to 10,000, and thanks for the altimeter, Surfer 141.
November 3 Charlie Kilo, cross Udeco at or above 6,100, declared RNAV runway 3 approach, report established on the final approach course inbound.
Cross Udeco at or above 6,100, cleared RNAV runway 3 approach, and will report to inbound on the final approach course. 3
Albuquerque clearance, good evening. Redwood 1524 IFR to Phoenix.
Redwood 1524 calling Albuquerque clearance, no flight plan on file. 1541, 1521, I think it was.
Alright, we'll check Redwood 1524.
1524, again, nothing on file out of Albuquerque anyway, so. Skyx 7T Victor, contact Portland approach 118.42.
118.42, 7 Victor.
It's likely to route you through the North Pole. I don't know. I don't know about that, but yeah, earlier today I had like 5 pilots file IFR at Newark
Portland
Open, and I had
approach.
to redo 2
Skyhawk
of the
9 or
5
572
almost
Victor
completely
level
for
at
clearances.
7,500.
Number 90572 Victor, Portland approach, roger. Portland altimeter 3015, maintain VFR.
Roger, 72 Victor.
Surfair 141, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
21.3, Surfair 141.
Ideally, I think I wanted to have this guy a little bit lower by wiggle. Not exactly sure what the real world SOP calls for, but I'm pretty sure they route them over wiggle if you're landing.
NorCal approach, Surfair 141, descending through
probably
level
closer to like 8,000 or 6,000
with Delta Monterey.
Surfair 141, NorCal approach, roger. Expect a visual approach runway 28 left. If you have another request, please advise.
Looks like visual to right left, that works fine, Surfair 141.
Surfair 141, descend to maintain 6,000.
6,000, Surfair 141.
And Albuquerque ground, Redwood 1524, IFR to Phoenix. We fix a flight plan now.
Redwood 1524, roger, received. Clearance on request, standby. It's good. Redwood 1524, cleared to Phoenix Airport, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, Eagle 6 arrival, climb via the SID, and squawk 5465.
Cleared Phoenix, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, and the Eagle 6 arrival, climb with the SID and squawk 5465, Redwood 1524.
Redwood 1524, readback correct, and new departure frequency 127.4.
17.4, Redwood 1524.
Redwood 1524, readback correct. Surfair 141, fly heading 360 vectors for descent. Expect vectors across the final for descent.
Are now from McCree approach.
Okay, 360 vectors for descent, Surfair 141.
That's 3 Charlie Kilo. I believe you were calling established on the approach. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach. This frequency change to advisory frequency approved.
Report cancellation of IFR. This frequency in the air on the ground. Change to advisory frequency approved. 3 Charlie Kilo.
Oakland Center Horizon 2469 is number 1 for departure runway.
Horizon Air 2469, roger. Time 0205 and 1/4. Clearance void if not off by 02. Correction. Time is 0203 and 1/4. Clearance void if not off by 0210. If not off by 0210, advise Oakland Center not later than 0215 of intentions. Released for departure. Report airborne on course.
Horizon 2469 is released for departure. If not off by 0210, will report on this frequency.
Horizon Air 2469, roger. Readback correct. Change to advisory frequency approved.
We're going to change approved. Horizon 2469.
I'm moving around the scope too much here. Probably making you guys dizzy. Redwood is now Deadwood, right? Yeah. Yeah, Redwood's gone. That's what that occurred. I don't know, was it 2 or 3 months ago or something? Because yeah, Alaska bought them out, and I believe they dissolved. So. Waiting on my roommate to get back. Waiting on Liz to get back. You guys met her the other night. She's been out snow plowing all day, so making extra money with that since lots of that work going around. But literally, she's been out since 5 o'clock this morning. But she's supposed to be kind enough to be bringing me dinner tonight, so I'm hoping that that's going to occur relatively soon. Because it's definitely getting late. Noodles and Company, which I have not had in ages, so I'm looking forward to that. Surfair 141, turn left turn heading 180.
Left turn to 180, Surfair 141.
Pretty much have to zigzag him across the final right now for descent, which I was kind of hoping he would be able to step on it a little bit, but apparently not the case. And I need to take a look and see if I can dig through the NorCal SOPs and find out some of the altitudes that they use for crossing points at some of these airports. It's not made very clear to us, so it's we pretty much have to kind of eyeball it or guess it ourselves, which I know is not super efficient by any means.
Oakland Center Horizon 2469. It's at 2,900, climbing flight level 230.
Horizon Air 2469, Oakland Center, Roger, ident. No position report, so we're going to use the secondary radar identification method here. Horizon Air 2469, radar contact 5 miles south of Santa Rosa. Maintain flight level 230.
Maintaining flight level 230, Horizon 2469.
Surfair 141, advise Monterey Airport in sight, 2 o'clock and 20 miles.
We're looking, Surfair 141.
Seattle Center, number 623 Charlie Kilo on the ground at the airport canceling IFR.
Remember, 623 Charlie Kilo, Seattle Center, IFR cancellation received. Have a good night.
Thanks for your help. Have a good evening. 3 Charlie Kilo.
And approach Surfair 141 as main site.
Surfair 141, Roger. Cleared visual approach, runway 28 left. S turns approved for descent on the final if you need it.
Roger that. Visual approach 28 left and S turns are approved for Surfair 141.
Okay, so that takes the responsibility of having to vector him all the way across the funnel, because I'd have to go across again, back to the north again. We'd basically be zigzagging across the funnel to get him down. So now this kind of puts that at his discretion here to go, or to get down. So, but since he can see and I can't, I can only go off of the minimum vector altitudes, which this will at least make it a little bit easier for him to judge his descent rate as well as the S turns as required. Yeah, and Robo, she said it's pretty lucrative business here too. I have another friend of mine through Pool Leagues that does plowing. He's got his own rig, I guess, that he hooks up to his pickup. Liz is actually working for a company doing it here in town. But I was expecting she probably would be back home by now, but I guess not. So I'm not really sure. Number 3 Victor Tango, I may have missed your beacon or something may have been bumped there. It should be 4636, 4636.
4636. We'll double check it right now. I think we had it. It must have gotten bumped.
Skyx 72 Victor, contact Portland on 124.35, 2435. If I could stop stumbling over my own words, that would be great.
We'll contact Portland on 2435, 72 Victor.
I'm happy the storm is over. I get to sleep in tomorrow.
Portland
sure
Skyhawk
I'll be in a
9572
far better
Victor
mood
leveled
tomorrow.
at 7,500.
Number 90572 Victor, Portland approach, roger, maintain VFR. Portland altimeter 3015.
Maintaining VFR 72 Victor.
Constantly stepping on the mic here is really super exciting to listen to, especially in my ear right now. Yeah, I saw that with UND until this morning. Okay, yeah. Horizon Air 2469, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
2745, Horizon 2469.
Surf Air 141, contact Monterey Tower 118.4.
Over to tower, server 141. Monterey Tower, Surf Air 141, visual 28 left.
Surf Air 141, Monterey Tower, wind 240 at 4, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Go land 28 left, Surf Air 1.
Oakland Center, Horizon 2469, flight level 183, climbing flight level 230.
Horizon Air 2469, Oakland Center, roger, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Up to 250, Horizon 2469.
So another question about ATC and VATS, how often are you able to switch airports? Well, you're never just based out of an airport. You're
calling me off.
Based out of a... Somebody's got a constantly stuck mic. That's awesome. You're not based out of just a single airport. You're going to be based out of a facility, at least within VAT USA. And that's how it works. So it's a facility. What I mean by that is an ARTCC. So it's one of the 22 ARTCCs around the nation. So we provide service to LA, Oakland, Seattle, Salt Lake, Denver, and Albuquerque. It would be you would choose like one of those facilities as an example of some of the options, and then you'd be working numerous airports under the control of that facility or delegated airspace to that facility. So that's basically how that works. Yeah, how often can you switch? I'm actually not 100% sure what the VAT USA rules are on that. I do think that they want people to stay for a certain period of time. I think it's like 90-day transfer policy for the most part, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that though. I've never really had to worry about that, so I'm not super familiar with what that is. But it should be posted on the VAT USA websites, like under their policies and stuff for transferring, what their transfer policy is. I think it's typically 90 days, if I'm not mistaken. So, but yeah, you would be working a number of airports under the control of said facility, but starting small and then scaling upwards to top-down service. So, and generally speaking, like the hardest jump I think for people to make is usually from tower to radar, because it's an entirely separate it's an entirely separate set of rules that you're moving to with regards to separation for the most part. So that's usually the biggest hurdle for people to clear. All right, what did I do with my cell phone? There we go. Hey, what's up, Fog? I'm on initial approach there now. Minneapolis, nice. I started Minneapolis clearance delivery, then I get upgraded. Can I switch to Sioux Falls because it's still controlled by Minneapolis? Yeah, that's correct. You could basically work any facility within. Once you obtain certain levels of certification, you're going to be able to jump around and work different towers throughout the airspace or different approach controls. So that's in a nutshell basically how that works. There's like designated like minor facilities versus major facilities. Basically,
Albuquerque
everything is
ground
minor in Minneapolis,
Redwood
outside of Minneapolis.
1524, we're coming out. The terminal will be short of Alpha,
Guess
and
what,
we're
guys?
ready for taxi.
Who needs to squawk Mode C? Redwood 1524, Albuquerque ground, roger, insured. The transponder is Mode C. Runway 8, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 8, taxi via Alpha, and we'll check the transponder. I'm Redwood 1524.
So I'm working an additional hour tonight to cover for Keith because he had a prior engagement tonight. So that's why I'm on right now. Typically speaking, what's going to happen here, I think, going forward is that, at least for this week, we're going to play around with this, is I'll be working 6 to 8 Central Time. It usually tends to slow down after about 8 Central for at least an hour or two. And it's usually just very hit or miss after that. So I've moved into some earlier shifts in the evening just to see how this rolls out with people. But that'll be tomorrow too. I have posted the schedule changes onto Twitch as well. So that's on the bottom on the panels. You'll see a panel on there that's got the schedule. Davila 979. Hey, thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the frequency. Minneapolis to Honolulu. That's pretty good haul. I remember doing United Virtual O'Hare to Honolulu. That was like a 9.5 hour flight, something like that.
Monterey Tower, Surfer 11 clear, Lima, going to Jet Center.
Surfer 141 Roger, taxi via Alpha to Jet Center this frequency. Take care.
Alpha this review, Surfer 141, we'll see you.
NorCal departure, Hawker 648 Charlie Alpha is ready to copper IFR.
Skyx 72 Victor, contact Seattle Center on 126.6.
26-6, 72 Victor.
Number 648 Charlie Alpha, NorCal departure, clearance on request, standby.
Stand by 648 Charlie Alpha.
And Albuquerque Tower, Redwood 1524. We're short of runway 8. We're ready for that for departure.
Redwood 1524 Albuquerque Tower, wind 340 at 3, runway 8, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8, clear for takeoff for Redwood 1524.
Seattle Center, Skyhawk 90572 Victor, leveled at 7,500.
Remember, 90572 Victor, Seattle Center, Roger, Olympia, altimeter 3022, maintain VFR.
Maintaining VFR 72 Victor.
November 648 Charlie Alpha, cleared from the Steed Airport to the Sierra 52 Airport as filed. Maintain flight level 190. Expect flight level 340 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 6352, hold for release.
And cleared to Sierra 52 as filed, climb maintain 190. Expect 340 1 minutes after departure. Departure 119.2, squawk 6352 for 648 Charlie Alpha.
Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, read back correct. How soon until you're ready for departure?
We're pretty much ready to go.
Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, Roger, time 0221, clearance void if not off by 0230. If not off by bottom of the hour, advise NorCal not later than 3-5 minutes after the hour of intentions, released for departure.
Release for departure, 648 Charlie Alpha. Will be with you in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Roger. Why can't ground control create an ATIS? That's a VATSIM thing. I'm not sure if it has something to do with the visibility range. They don't want you like exceeding 30 miles on ground or something.
Oakland Center, Sierra 669
Actually,
to
maybe
Charlie
less than that,
Alpha,
maybe 10
Truckee
miles or something on the ground.
8,500, flight following to Livermore.
Remember, 66903 Charlie, I believe, calling Oakland Center, squawk 2441, maintain VFR.
2441 VFR, Narrative Charlie.
Sierra, I think this is his 22 call sign. I'll have to check with him, though, just to confirm. Sirius 93 Charlie is radar contact 12 miles north of Squaw Valley. Altitude indicates 9,500. Confirm your type is SR22.
Affirmative, SR22 turbo.
Thanks. Redwood 1524, contact departure.
Connect departure, Redwood 1524.
What I'm not too thrilled about with this routing is that this literally comes right up to your arrival corridor
8,500 climbing on the Roadrunner tree.
He's going to be airborne before anything's a factor for him, but I was looking at that too. The Purim intersection is like an initial approach fix to the 16s into Reno. It's like I highly doubt they'd be routing departure traffic out of NorCal over that fix. But again, we don't have any information on what they would do. So Redwood 1524 Albuquerque departure radar contact. He'll be climbing via... Probably needs a Truckee altimeter. Sierra Snyder 3 Charlie, Truckee altimeter 3017.
3017 there, 2 Charlie.
Anyways, I think really the bigger issue, the Embraer 175 pilot with ground control creating an ATIS is that you're not working the runways. So they don't want ground control running an ATIS if you're not working the runways, particularly if you're working solo. If there's a tower controller online, I mean, we've had numerous positions run the ATIS before at Minneapolis, whether it's somebody working center, somebody working approach, or somebody working clearance during events, and nobody cares. It's not really a big deal. It's more so you shouldn't be running an ATIS if you're not controlling the runways. And that's like if
Departure
you're just
Hawker
working by
648
yourself.
Charlie Alpha
So.
is with you, climbing out of 6,400 for flight level 190.
Number 648 Charlie Alpha, NorCal departure, IDEP.
There's your ident, 648 Charlie Alpha.
Walker 8 Charlie Alpha, thanks. Radar contact 15 miles northwest of Mustang VOR. Maintain flight level 190.
Maintain 190, 648 Charlie Alpha.
Yeah, this is definitely not an IFR release that I would typically give on this routing coming out of NorCal, particularly because it really does come in right over the top of the arrival fixes into Reno, landing south. But, like I said, I mean, I guess short of having him enter controlled airspace on a assigned heading or something, I guess that would really be the only other option to avoid a problem like that. Soon enough here, we're going to need to start thinking about 3 Victor Tango's descent. And these guys are going to be head-to-head for a little while during the climb and descent phase. Nothing a little Vector for, climb or descent can't fix, but again, this is probably why they typically wouldn't route people coming out this way. This really wouldn't make sense. He filed Keno 2, if I'm not mistaken. What did he file? Oh, it's Heart 1, okay. Redwood 1524, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
124.6, Redwood 1524.
1524, confirm the frequency 134.6, 346.
134.6, Redwood 1524.
How did you manage to cut 2 hours? Is it just the tailwind or something on the return? That's a insane amount of time to be cutting off the flight.
Albuquerque Center, good evening, Redwood 1524, 18,000, climbing 200.
Redwood 1524, Albuquerque Center, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain 320, Redwood 1524.
Challenger 3, Victor Tango, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion down to 240, and we're going to start now. 3 Victor.
Hawker 8, Charlie Alpha, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Over to 132.2, 648 Charlie Alpha.
Cirrus 903 Charlie, change to my frequency 132.2.
32.2, 903 Charlie.
Get these guys over on the area frequency because I'm going to have 3 of them on the same frequency here for a little bit. Again, just it eliminates the probability that people are going to
Charlie
block
Alpha
each
is
other.
with you out of 14,000, climbing flight level 190.
Number 648 Charlie Alpha, Oakland Center, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 230.
Up to 230, 648 Charlie Alpha.
Oakland Center, Sierra 669 Charlie, 12,500.
Cirrus 903 Charlie, roger. Yeah, that's a lot of time to be shaving off. I mean, what kind of plane are you flying and what are you cruising at? Because I'm almost wondering, like, I mean, if you're, I can understand like shaving off like maybe 30 to 45 minutes in some instances, maybe even an hour, if you know, if you're really like you got a good tailwind, but that's insane to be cutting 2 hours off of a flight unless you're seriously firewalling the airplane or something. 777-300EX. It's at Econ Cruise at 350. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a tailwind then. I mean, you know, flying from Hong Kong to Newark or Hong Kong to O'Hare, which I've done in reality a few times, it's you know, it's like 12 hours on the return, and you know, in the summertime it's like 15. So I mean, I guess I can sort of see that if it's just the tailwind, they just get pushed tremendously flying over the pack tracks over the Pacific on the return. All right, let's start thinking about. Challenger 3 Victor Tango, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
132.2 Oakland Center. Good night, 3. Oakland Center, Challenger 143 Victor Tango, flight level 318 for 240.
November 143 Victor Tango, Oakland Center, roger. Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, turn 30 degrees right, vectors for your climb.
30 degrees right, vectors for climb, 648 Charlie Alpha.
Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, climb and maintain flight level 340.
340, 648 Charlie Alpha.
He's climbing pretty good, so I have a feeling we'll end up on top pretty quickly if 3 Victor Tango. We'll just keep 3 Victor Tango on the way down here. Challenger 3 Victor Tango, descend to maintain flight level 200.
Down to flight level 200, Challenger 3 Victor Tango.
Phil's, if I have these fixes turned on or not. That's Elza. So we're just turning 8 Charlie Alpha out just a little bit here to make way for 3 Victor Tango's descent. Everyone else is climbing to cruise or at cruise.
Oakland Center 066 Archer Charlie. We're going to go down to 8,500 for the rest of the flight.
Sierra Schneider 3 Charlie, roger. We'll just go direct to Deschutes VOR once he's above, and that should be within a minute here. Locker 8 Charlie Alpha. Proceed direct to Deschutes VOR Delta Sierra Delta. Rest over done changed.
And direct to the Deschutes VOR Delta Sierra Delta for 648 Charlie Alpha.
Challenger 3 Victor Tango across Elza at or above, descend via the Heart 1 arrival, landing south at Reno tonight. Reno altimeter is 3016.
Descend via the Heart 1 arrival 3016. And we're going to be requesting the RNAV Zulu approach from Lib.
3 Victor Tango, roger. You can make that a request with NorCal approach.
Oh, fair enough. 2 Victor Tango.
Sierra's 903 Charlie, contact NorCal approach 127.4.
903 Charlie. NorCal approach, Sierra 6693 Charlie, 11,800 for 8,500.
Number 6693 Charlie, NorCal approach, roger. Sacramento altimeter 3006, maintain VFR.
6 VFR 93 Charlie.
Locker 8 Charlie Alpha, just verify you're climbing to flight level 340.
And yeah, we're just a little bit slow. We're heavy.
8 Charlie Alpha, roger. What's your climb rate right now?
Right now we're making about 500 a minute. I can probably get it up here once I get a little more airspeed.
8 Charlie Alpha, okay. Yeah, he's been level at like 294 for at least the last like 10 hits that I've observed on the radar here, so... Locker 8 Charlie Alpha, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
And 135.15648 Charlie Alpha.
Challenger 3 Victor Tango, contact NorCal approach 119.2.
119.2. Challenger 3 Victor.
Seattle Hawker 648 Charlie Alpha is out of 32.5, climbing 340.
NorCal approach. Challenger 143 Victor Tango, 16,000 descending via the Heart 1. We have Victor and like to request the RNAV Zulu runway 16 left.
Zulu 16 left. All right. November 648 Charlie Alpha, Seattle Center, good evening, break. November 143 Victor Tango, NorCal approach, roger, clear to RNAV Zulu runway 16 left approach. The arrival takes him right to the
Cleared
initial approach
RNAV
fix,
Zulu
so we can
16
just clear
approach.
directly for the approach.
Challenger 3.
Since that's at or above 12 and 230 knots, that's the initial approach fix. So good to go. Don't need to do anything special there. Skyx 72 Victor, contact Seattle approach 120.4.
Over to approach 204, 72 Victor. Seattle approach, Skyhawk 90572 Victor, level at 7,500.
Number 90572 Victor, Seattle approach, roger. Seattle altimeter 3023, maintain VFR outside of the Bravo, advise when you have Boeing field insight.
Remain outside of the Bravo and VFR, I will tell you when we got the field insight, 72 Victor.
Okay, a lot of this for the next like 4 or 5 minutes is going to be just simply monitoring. There's really not much going on. Everyone's at cruise. So nice, dude. Smooth landing. I will keep the stream going until the top of the hour here. Keith is going to be on at the top. I'll see if he wants to stream. I'm not sure if he's going to want to tonight. I know he's done a lot of streaming the last few days. He'll be taking over for 2 hours, and then I'll be taking over for the final 2 after that. I go and I'm drinking water, Johnny. Me too, yeah. I tried to say hi. I saw you on TeamSpeak earlier, but I guess you weren't there. Didn't clip the lights this time. That's good. Jeff was on there too, and I didn't even hear him say hi or anything. By the time I caught his message to me on TeamSpeak, he was already not at the computer. His AFK. Still haven't got the bill yet. Okay. Can make donations to PayPal. I'm kidding. Just put it in the name of CMP. I'll make sure it gets to where it needs to go. Out most of the day. Yeah, dude, I've been up since basically 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, I'm not even sure how I'm hanging in there. Honestly, I'm overly tired right now. It's hard to explain. Keith too. Keith and I were up at the same time this morning too, because he sent me an email and he's like, "Hey, did you get everything sorted out?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, I'll be on for my shifts this morning." But him and I were both up basically at the same time. He was up way earlier than he wanted to be. I was up way earlier than I wanted to be. We've had a rough last couple days. That's between me and him, and then also Peter. Tonight I probably will. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna be out like a light. Took the ATC exam. Nice, dude. Nice work. Good job. They should give you some information, I guess, probably pretty quickly. I would imagine about how you'll get or how to get started, like choosing a facility. Most of that stuff should be pretty straightforward, I would imagine.
Portland delivery, good evening, Alaska 714, clearance to Salt Lake City.
This is the 5th person that's called today without a flight plan on file. Yeah, I think it was Alaska 714 calling Portland for clearance, no flight plan on file.
Let me fix that for you, Alaska 714.
Thanks. I'm amazed at how often that happens on here too. Honestly, I don't see that problem on VATSIM at all. The whole not having a flight plan on file. I think people just forget to send them in or something. They get the flight all set up and whatnot, and they just forget, I guess, to click send in. For a while there, I thought something might have been broken with our system. Like if it's not, we're not receiving
Portland delivery, Alaska 714. That flight plan should be on file now.
Alaska 714, thanks. Yeah, receiving now. Cleared to Salt Lake City Airport, Whammy for departure, Kimberly transition. That is filed. Maintain 7,000. Departure frequency 118.42. Squawk 5656.
We're cleared down Salt Lake City via the Whammy 4 departure. Kimberly transition then is filed. Maintain 7,000. Departure 118.42. Squawk 5656. Alaska 714.
Alaska 714. Read back correct. Horizon Air 2469. Contact LA Center 133.55. We'll see you later.
3355 Horizon 2469. Good night.
Redwood 1524. Contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
128.45, Redwood 1524.
Seattle Center, Skyhawk Center 572 Victor, we're starting our descent.
We're 72 Victor, roger. Let's see what's nearby over. Nothing really. What's Phoenix doing?
Albuquerque Center, very good evening, Redwood 1524, flight level 320.
Redwood 1524, Albuquerque Center, roger. Of course, I'm sure our ATIS is not reflecting this correctly. Been spending a good portion of the afternoon updating this too. Yeah, of course, this is showing east. Fix this now. Sierra Snyder 3 Charlie, contact NorCal on 120.905.
20.95, narrative Charlie.
Redwood 1524, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 26 transition, Phoenix altimeter 299er5.
Right Q descend with the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 26 transition, Redwood 1524.
NorCal Sierra 669 to Charlie, 8,700.
Number 669 Charlie, NorCal approach, roger, Modesto altimeter 3004, maintain VFR.
004, VFR narrative Charlie.
Challenger 3 Victor Tango, contact Reno Tower 118.7.
Over to tower, Challengers for Victor.
And the center,
Reno Challenger.
Hawker 648 Charlie
Reno
Alpha.
Tower,
Step away
Challenger,
for just a second. We'll be right back
Challenger 143 Victor Tango. RNAV runway 16.
Number 143 Victor Tango, Reno Tower, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 080 at 7.
16 left, clear to land. Challenger 3 Victor.
Number 8 Charlie Alpha approved as requested, advise back on frequency.
Will do. 8 Charlie Alpha.
Boeing Field to Portland. Interesting. Okay. Definitely missing a departure procedure there. What's Boeing Field doing? I'm sure they're north right now. They're both 6. They should be north, although I could be wrong about that. Yep. They are north. And of course, our ATIS is still not showing that correct either. Going pro next week. Altitude 20. Challenger 3 Victor Tango exit left, 1 able, taxi to Atlantic via Charlie, monitor ground point 9er, take care.
Left 1 able and taxi via Charlie to Atlantic, monitor ground. We'll see.
And center 648 Charlie Alpha's back with you.
Hawker 8 Charlie Alpha, roger. Okay, so you chose Minneapolis. Probably wait to hear from staff at this point. I have no idea how long that's going to take. I am not part of that process when it comes to the training process. I have been out of the picture with that for about a year. So I would wait to hear from somebody from staff there, whether it's the training administrator or the air traffic manager or the deputy air traffic manager, one of those three. I can tell you for sure that it's been backed up. I don't know how long it's going to take. And it's mostly because of the fact that our training administrator is a Railroad Atlanta Center controller in training, and our air traffic manager is going through the academy right now for en route. So I can pretty much guarantee you it's going to take some time. Also, our deputy air traffic manager, I believe he works down in Fargo. He's a ramp agent for FedEx, so he's also particularly busy as well. All three of those guys are working, full-time gigs right now and stuff. A lot of training going on. but I'm not sure how long it's going to
Saddle
take.
approach, Skyhawk 9572 Victor. We leveled off at 2,800. Still looking for the field, a little far away.
All right, 72 Victor, yeah, understood. That's fine. Now just advise when you do have Boeing field in sight.
Quick question. In the real world, as I'm descending down with the flight following and everything, and I say level off here, 2,800, do I have to advise you about that?
72 Victor, no, not necessarily. I mean, it's okay to do it, but no, you don't really need to.
Okay, roger that. Thank you.
Suppose we could advise some of the current ATIS, which I think is Victor. And 72 Victor. Information Victor is current at Boeing Field. They'll be landing on the 3-2s tonight.
We've got Victor. Thank you. So too, Victor.
Roger. Pan Am, yeah, he got his academy date. I think it was like towards the later portion of last year. So I believe he started. I think he left. I want to say he left Wheels Up Aviation back in November and took the job with the FAA. Starting training started in early December, I think. And I would imagine he has got to be very, very close to being done because if he started early December, then he should really be wrapping up. Like literally, I believe his evals should be this week.
Phoenix Clearance delivery,
So,
good evening, American 450 IFR up to Salt Lake City.
American 450 Phoenix Clearance, good evening. Clear to Salt Lake City Airport, Snowball 5 departure Grand Canyon transition, then is filed. Climb via the SID, squawk 3103. Sure his departure frequency.
We're cleared to Salt Lake City, Snowball 5, Grand Canyon, then it's filed, climb via SID, 3103, American 450.
American 450, readback, correct? Yeah, what's your vector, Victor? So it's going to be kind of up to him. I would assume he's going to want to fly up around the east side of SeaTac. Midweek safety meeting, yeah. I got to get dinner, man. A couple minutes here. Roommate just got back home, so I got to check with her to make sure she was actually able to make it out. But yeah, so Keith takes over in about 2 minutes, guys. So just waiting to hear from him, and he'll be on for the next 2 hours. Excuse me, I'm not sure if he's going to stream, but I'm going to check with him. So if he does, I'll throw you guys over his way for a little bit. How often I've actually gotten mad at a specific pilot? Go back and watch the clips from Saturday night working Minneapolis Center. Just check the clips on my channel. Seriously, you'll find a whole bunch of them. I think there was one in particular where the pilot called me for clearance at Minneapolis, and I completely denied it. I was like, yeah, dude, sorry. I was like, you're totally underprepared for this. You have no idea what you're doing. And I gave him like some information about, I was trying to be professional about it as much as possible, but I was like, dude, you definitely need to look into like the VATSIM ATC training system. You need to look into the ZLA pilot ratings program if you haven't. Because he's like, I just want to go direct.
Cirrus 93 Charlie is starting our
super low altitude.
final descent in Livermore.
Cirrus 93 Charlie, roger. Yeah, I had to give him a little push. He had all sorts of problems. It was the first person I talked to for the night too. He flew in from Sioux Falls, direct IFR. Had his transponder off.
Port and ground, good evening, Alaska 714,
like
coming out of ramp on Echo 2. We have the numbers and ready for taxi.
So it does happen. More so on VATSIM than on here, I guess. Alaska 714 Portland ground, runway 28 left, taxi via Tango Bravo.
Runway 28 left via Tango Bravo, Alaska 714.
I mean, the whole point is we want people to learn. It's, and that's, it's not so much that I get like openly vulgarly, if that's even a word, angry at pilots. It's that I, might get a little stern, especially if it's like a repetitive mistake that, that nothing is being observed to correct the behavior. Yeah, you should be getting an email from somebody, Embraer 175 pilot. You should. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. That's what I was trying to say before. So, hi, Sweets. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the frequency.
Seattle approach, Skyhawk 90572 Victor. We've got Boeing in sight.
Skyhawk 72 Victor, Roger. I'll have a handoff to the tower for you in about 4 or 5 minutes. He's got a ways to go yet. Stay outside of the Bravo, pretty much just transit to the east of it and go up to Boeing Tower, but I don't want to switch him to tower this far out. That's kind of ridiculous. He's still 20 miles south. Tower's not going to know what to do with him 20 miles south, so they're just going to say, oh, yeah, advise when you're like, 6 miles south. Okay, bonus time it looks like, as Marcus would say.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Second.
Skyhawk 72 Victor, VFR traffic, 12 to 1 o'clock, 4 miles westbound, altitude indicates 2,200, type unknown.
We're looking traffic's in sight 72 Victor.
All right, AJ. I'm ready.
Okay, start up north in Seattle, 72 Victor is flight following up to Boeing Field. It does have the field in sight here, I just didn't want to switch him to tower super early, so can switch him over to tower though if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end of the brief, sure.
Okay, 8 Charlie Alpha's on course, south high.
Roger.
903 Charlie is on course to Livermore, VFR descent.
Roger.
Redwood 1524, I'll switch to Phoenix approach for you.
Portland Tower, good evening. Alaska 714 is ready at 28 left.
Alaska 714, Portland Tower, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff.
28 left, cleared to go. Alaska 714.
No wind call. And American 450 has a clearance at Phoenix. You heard Alaska, he's rolling 28 left at Portland. Just the I have 3 frequency changes, 903 Charlie, Redwood, and 72 Victor. And
Cessna 200 Charlie Foxtrot ground at Cameron Park, Oscar 61. Like to pick more IFR to Mather Field.
Okay, you heard that guy calling too. I haven't talked to him yet. Sirius 903, Charlie, contact NorCal approach on 135.65, 3565.
3565, man.
Redwood 1524, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
128.65, Redwood 1524.
Shoot, Boeing Tower, I need that frequency here too.
Alright, I'm good. I'll get the guy.
Skyag 72 Victor, contact Boeing Tower 118.3, Sol.
Over to tower. Good day, 7 Victor.
Okay, that's it.
Boeing Field Tower, Skyhawk 9572 Victor.
Sierra 669 to Charlie 6400.
Cessna 9572 Victor, Boeing Tower, runway 32 left, cleared line.
Cleared land, 32 left, 72 Victor.
Aircraft at Cameron Park, say the call sign again only.
Cessna 212 Charlie Foxtrot to Cameron Park.
Cessna 212 Charlie Foxtrot, NorCal departure on request, standby.
Phoenix approach, good evening, Redwood 1524, 11,000 ascending on the Eagle 6.
Redwood 1524, Phoenix approach. Roger, the Phoenix altimeter to 995. AJ, did you tell him to descend, descend via landing east or west?
Landing west there on the 2526.
Boeing Field Tower, Skyhawk, 72 Victor. Can we get 32 right, please?
72 Victor, Robert 32 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 32 right, 7 Victor.
Road 1524, you prefer the south side or the north side?
1524, we have been instructed for runway 26.
Road 1524, expect the visual approach, runway 26. Wind 260 at 6. Weather's better than 5 and 5, and the altimeter 295.
Alright, yeah, take it easy.
Alright, thank you very much. Expect visual for runway 26, Redwood 1524.
Alright, I'm good, thanks, AJ.
Okay, thanks. Did you want to stream it all tonight or no?
Hang on one second. Did you, 93 Charlie, did he report the field or not yet?
No, not yet. He's just VFR descent.
Okay. What was that about the streaming?
I was just going to ask if you were planning on streaming at all.
Oh yeah, I just started streaming now.
Okay, great. I'll send everyone your way.
NorCal Sierra 9 to Charlie, request wing exchange.
Alright guys, I'm going to move you over to Keith now since he just picked up, so I'll send you over his way. Thanks for watching tonight, I do appreciate it. I guess we'll see like what's going on later. If it's busy, I might stream later tonight. If not, probably just we'll wait till tomorrow. Otherwise you can plan for 6 p.m. tomorrow. So let's get you guys over to Keith and give him a shout out, and we'll see you guys in a little bit, or possibly tomorrow. Make sure I'm actually going to the right.
Research RVSM, Romeo Victor, Sierra Mike. RVSM, what does it mean? And what does your equipment suffix have to do with
Alright, see you guys later. Peace out.
Charlie Foxtrot is cleared to Mather Field via Hangtown and direct. Climb maintain 3000, departure frequency 127.4, squawk 2727.
Boeing Field Tower, 72 Victor. Can I get a wind check, please?
Number 9572 Victor, wind true 5010. Number 2 Charlie Foxtrot, the squawk is 2747. How long before you're ready to go?
2747, we're ready to go now. 2 Charlie Foxtrot.
Number 2 Charlie Foxtrot, release for departure. Clearance void, if not off in 10 minutes. If not off in 10 minutes, advise intentions no later than 0330. Frequency change to advisory approved.